Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be making this cute crochet apple. Let's go over the materials needed for this project. I'll use red yarn, green yarn, and a brown yarn. These are all acrylic yarns. I'll be using a 2.5mm crochet hook, a pin to mark my first stitch, and some crochet needles. Alright, let's get started with the pattern. If you would like to get the same exact yarn, hook, and all materials needed for this project, there are links to Amazon in the description below. Alright, let's begin by making a magic ring. From here, we're going to do 6 single crochets inside the magic ring. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. From here, we are going to tighten the magic ring by pulling on the yarn tail end. And now we have this little tiny circle. Let's connect to the first stitch, to the first chain, which would be right here, and do a slip stitch. Alright, so we have this little circle, and we have a total of 6 chains. In the second round, we're going to make 2 single crochets in each stitch. So we're increasing. So this is the first one. 1, and 1 more in the same stitch. 2. And now we move on to the next stitch. 2 more in this stitch. 3. Again, 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. 4. 5. 1 more in the same stitch. 6. So when we finish all the way to the other side, we'll have a total of 12 single crochets. Okay, for round 3, we're going to increase again. So we are going in a circle. We're going to do 1 single crochet in this first stitch. And then increase by making 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So we have 3 so far. What I'm going to do is take this stitch marker and then mark my first single crochet, because sometimes when you go in a circle and you use the same exact stitch, you tend to lose where the first one was and you have to go back and count. So I will mark this first stitch. So we did 1, then we do 2 in the next stitch, and now we're going to do 1 again in the next stitch, and then 2 in the following stitch. Back to 1, 2. We have completed round 3, and we should have total of 18 stitches, 18 single crochets around. And as you can see, this pattern is starting to curve. It's like a little hat right now. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post patterns weekly. Let's keep going. The next round again will increase, so we'll start by making a single crochet in that first stitch, and then one more single crochet into the next stitch. Let's go ahead and mark where that first stitch was. And then we'll continue by making 2 single crochets in the following stitch. And again, we'll repeat the same pattern all around. 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the following stitch, followed by 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So 1, 1, 2, all the way around. So this concludes round 4, where we made 1 single crochet in the first stitch and the second stitch, and then 2 single crochets in the third stitch, and we did that all the way around. Now this tail end is a little bit on my waist, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it and pull it on the outside. And then we'll continue with round 5. For round 5, we're increasing again. This time we're going to make 1 single crochet in the first 3 stitches, and then 2 single crochets in the 4th, and then we'll repeat that pattern all the way around. So let's begin round 5. 1 single crochet in the first, 1 single crochet in the second, and 1 single crochet in the third. Let's mark that first stitch, and then 2 single crochets in the 4th. And again, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet, and here's the third single crochet, and now 2 single crochets in the next stitch. And I'm going to remove this because it's a little bit on my way, and this is my last stitch of this round. And here we go, it's starting to form this round shape of the bottom of the apple. For the next round, round 6 and round 7, we're going to do single crochet all around, so 1 single crochet in each stitch. So starting here, 1, 2, you should have a total of 30 stitches for this round and for the next round. We're going to repeat that one more time for the next round. So for this part, here I'm marking my first stitch. For this part, I'm going to speed up the video and get to the other side. If you need to pause the video and complete your own round, that's fine, and I'll meet you when we get to this side. Okay, so we completed one more round of single crochets, 1 in each stitch. For the next round, we're going to increase again. We're going to do a single crochet in the first 3 stitches, after which we're going to do 2 single crochets in the 4th stitch. So single crochet in the first stitch, single in the second, single crochet in the third, and one more in the 4th, and then we increase in the 4th, so 2 single crochets in the 4th. So let's mark that stitch again. And keep repeating the same pattern. So that would be single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, 2 single crochets. So first one, here's the second crochet into the next stitch, and one more in the third stitch, and then now we do 2 single crochets in the next one. For the next round, we are going to go all the way around with a single crochet into each stitch. Let's mark that first stitch again. And this is our round 9 completed. From here, we're going to start decreasing. What that means is we're going to be skipping stitches here and there. We're going to do the following pattern. We're going to do 4 single crochets first, so 1 in each of the first 4 stitches. Let's do that first. So let's see, where's it? Here. 1 in the next one, 2, 1 in the next one, 3, and 1 in the next one. That's 4. Let's mark the first stitch. And now we'll decrease. What that means is we're going to skip this next stitch and then go and do a single crochet in the following stitch. So that is decreasing. And then repeat the same pattern again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then skip 1, single crochet in the following one to decrease. All right, let's keep going all the way around just like that. For the next round, we will continue decreasing. So let's do 3 single crochets, 1 in each of the first 3 stitches. And then we'll skip this stitch, which would be the 4th stitch, and then we go in the next one. So we'll decrease. And again, 3 single crochets. and then skip this one and go straight into the next one, single crochet 2, decrease. Let's keep going all around just like that in the same pattern. 3 single crochets, skip and decrease. And then one more round of decrease. For this round we're going to do 2 single crochets first, so 1 in each of the first 2 stitches. And then skip 1 and then go into the next one to decrease. So 2 single crochets, skip and decrease. Alright, so this is what we have so far. We have this big opening, and I think it's time that we can start stuffing. So I'm using this just regular pillow stuffing or stuffed toy stuffing, and I'm just gonna go and do that. Put it tightly, and if you have some leftover yarn you can totally put that in as well. Usually you might want to have it in the same color as what you're crocheting. If the stitches are not too tight, you might see that it's different color inside, but mine are quite tight, so it doesn't really matter. But either way, I'm going to use both because I just don't want to waste that yarn scrap. Alright, so stuff it in tightly. I think I need some more. I think that's enough. And from here we continue to decrease, and the way I'm going to do it is, to finish it off, is do a single crochet in the first stitch, and then skip 1 and then single crochet in the following stitch, and again single crochet in the next stitch, skip one and then single crochet in the following stitch. So I'll keep doing that all around until I have much smaller hole left, which I will then sew with a crochet needle. So I have a much smaller hole left. What I'm going to do is pull out the yarn and leave a pretty long end so you can use it to sew. And to finish it off, I will use a large crochet needle, thread the yarn, and what you're going to do is insert the needle in every other stitch all the way around, and if you pull on it, it starts closing. And there, it's pretty much closed. So from here, we'll insert the needle all the way through to the other side and pull on it gently, but it doesn't form one on the bottom, and I do want one on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread the needle slightly on the side and then pass it right back up to the top. And now if you pull, it forms on this side too. So I can just gently pull. Same thing, thread the needle a little bit off to the side and then pass it right back down to the bottom. You can pull on this thread gently to form a nice shape and then tie it with the other tail end. And maybe double knot. And there, this is what we have so far. What you can do is you can massage it a bit in order to shape it into an apple shape. These we can hide. Again, use your crochet needle and you can just insert it off to the side like this. Thread both tail ends through. Oh, I didn't get both. Here's the second one. Thread through and then cut it. Pull on it gently, cut it, and then it just hides inside. So now we have our apple. From here, what we have left is to do leaves and a stalk. For that, let's make a slip knot. and from here we're going to make 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. To form the leaf, we're going to start by working on one side, forming the left side of the leaf. So find the second chain from the top and do a single crochet there. Then we're going to do a half double crochet in the next chain, so we're increasing a little bit the height on that side to form the leaf. Then a double crochet into the next chain, and then another double crochet in the following chain. Then we go back to decreasing the height by doing a half double crochet in the next chain. And then finish off with a single crochet into that last chain. So now we've got one side of the leaf completed. Now we're going to build the other side over here. To do that, we're going to start by making a single crochet again into that same stitch, same chain that we just did a single crochet for the other side of the leaf. So single crochet, then we do the same as what we did on the other side. We do parallel, so half double crochet into the next chain, then a double crochet in the following chain, another double crochet in the next chain, and a half double crochet into the next chain. A single crochet into that last chain. So this is where we are right now. And lastly, I'm going to make one more single crochet into that first chain at the top. So there is my leaf. Pull the yarn, cut, and then we're going to use a yarn needle and then hide this tail end in the back. Don't pull too hard on it because it will scrunch, so keep it nice and loose. And there. Now we have our leaf, and what we could do is thread it through the top of the apple, and then also thread the other side of the leaf. tie it at the bottom. See, if you take a look closely, I did not go into the same exact spot. So this way I can make a knot that is secure. And then once I have a double knot, I can go and hide these tail ends. Okay, so there is my leaf. And then the last thing I'm going to do, you can totally leave it just with the leaf, but I would like to make a stalk. And for that, I'll use a brown yarn. Make a slip knot. And then just 3 chains. And then I'll work back and make slip stitches into the second and into the first. And that's my stalk. Pull the yarn through again. Cut the tail end. Tie it at the other side. And there we go. We've got a super cute apple. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. And I have this pattern on my web store where you can download it for a very small amount of money or purchase these apples directly from there. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.